survey conducted by UNAIDS in 1997 in Uganda showed that 10% of the country's 21 million population was living with HIV. The prevalence rate in pregnant women was at 15% in urban and 14% in rural areas. The number of babies born with HIV was high at the time, prompting the introduction of the Prevention of Mother-to-Child Transmission campaign. That strategy was in 2013 rebranded to the Elimination of Mother-to-Child Transmission. 18-year-old Lydia Nabumba is among those hundreds of children who were born with the disease. She lost both parents to HIV and has grown up with her aunt.
Whenever she could tell me to take medicine, at times I could ask why medicine for every day.
In her primary 4, she tasked her aunt to explain why she had to take drugs daily.
When I realized where the mistake, because if the way she explained it was a mistake, yeah. So when I realized the mistake, I understood and I let it go.
Nabumba is a senior 2 student at Donella High School in Bombo. Last year, the school held a music competition about HIV and how its spread can be controlled. Little did she know that this would become her turning point. The song changed her perception. Nabumba decided to make her status public before students, parents and teachers.
Whenever I sit down and I draw a picture backwards and I see where I've come from and where I am now, it gives me that courage of standing on my 2 legs and I speak to my fellow young ones, my fellow youth.
Nabumba says this relieved her of the burden of the secret and is comforted by the fact that she's not alone in this.
Fine, I have, but I'm not the one. Okay, I didn't look for it, but they should be careful.
Despite the busy schedule at school, Nabumba ensures that she takes her medicine on time. Since the start of this year, she has done 2 viral load tests which reveal that the virus has been suppressed. In her free time with peers, she educates them about the dangers of HIV and the importance of abstinence.
Because there is a heart that is inside me and is crying for my country and for my fellows, yeah, of which I don't want some of them to go through what I went through.
A report on HIV released by the Ministry of Health in August this year indicates that 1.3 million people are living with the virus. Robina Namutebi was also born with HIV. At 20 years, she has a 2-year-old baby who is HIV negative. Her dream is to see an HIV-free community.
Ate ekirala abantu bangi bamanya nti balwadde ne bagaana okugenda okwekebeza naye ng'ensi yonna ndwadde.
Fred Segawa, a peer educator at a local NGO, Greater Health Uganda, says the youths are constantly cancelled. As the fight against HIV continues, the government and its partners in the battle hope that by 2020, 90% of all people living with HIV will know their HIV status. 90% of all people diagnosed with HIV will receive antiretroviral therapy, and 90% of all people receiving antiretroviral therapy will have viral suppression.